Good evening everyone and welcome back to my channel, The Yorkshireman Reacts. It is time for another sort of American culture factual type video. It's turning into a little bit of a series this recently because I did where is it? The Don'ts of Visiting the USA, 25 Myths About America People Believe Are True, and then I did The Night Osama Bin Laden Was Killed 2 days ago, and now I'm doing this one. I've just been picking videos like this randomly that I've seen other people react to, and this is the one that I've ended up picking next. So I'm just going to get straight into this, and because it's British person reacts to American sort of thing, I'm wearing the t-shirt with the British flag on it. I suppose this is going to become like a theme for these kind of videos. And also, if this video ends up bringing in new viewers, new American viewers and subscribers, then fantastic. Welcome to my channel. You're very welcome here. There's a lot of content on this channel that you'll enjoy, so enjoy looking through it and finding stuff. There's a lot there to see. But I'm looking forward to this because this is 5 ways British and American bedrooms are very different. And I'm interested to hear about that. I've got a couple of ideas based on what I've seen in like American sitcoms, comedies, like Friends and Big Bang Theory, but yeah, this one's, I'm intrigued by this one, so I just want to get straight into it. But if you enjoyed this video, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I will be doing more content like this. And I've also got a Patreon where you can get exclusive content and early access to certain things, but that's for later. Let's get into this. I'm really looking forward to this.
One of the most common bedroom differences I get asked about is, why do Americans sleep with that extra sheet between the quilt and you? Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to bedrooms. In Britain and throughout the world, people need a designated room where they can go to sleep and do other stuff, like reading, for example. But depending on the country that you're in, the bedroom, a word supposedly coined by Shakespeare, might take a different form. And as somebody who has lived extensively in both Britain and America, this is most certainly true of those two countries. And so without further ado, here are 5 ways that British and American bedrooms are very different. Before we even get to the main centerpiece of the bedroom, which is the bed, there is one major thing that American bedrooms have that most British bedrooms do not, and it's something contained not within the 4 walls of the bedroom, but within the wall. I'm talking about built-in closets. Now, this is my walk-in closet. I say mine, I mean it is shared with my wife, of course. I say shared, I mean it's mostly hers. So you might be thinking,
yeah, I did a video with this guy. It was how America makes the UK look like a village, and in that video he was trying too hard to be funny as well, and yeah.
Well, Lawrence, where do British people hang their clothes? And the answer is simple: in a wardrobe that admittedly takes up more space, unless it leads...
Okay, can I just say, so at my grandparents' house, in my granddad's bedroom, when you walk into his bedroom, the wall over there, that entire wall is covered in doors, and it's like a full wall-length wardrobe. So it's not a walk-in closet, but it's like a built-into-the-wall closet. And in my grandma's bedroom, it's a similar thing. It's not a wardrobe that you can lift and move about. It's built into the wall. So not that rare.
To Narnia. But while America may have the advantage in the closet department, Britain is still leading the way on these. Back in the days when I still dressed like a child, you bought me this t-shirt, so you can leave it out. Back in the days when I was still a child,
what about the bottoms?
I distinctly remember sleeping alongside a rubber accessory that was filled with hot water. It was a hot water bottle. And it was one of those things that I'd forgotten about until researching for this video. For anyone not in the know, a hot water bottle is...
Right, so a hot water bottle, yeah. They're what people mostly use when they've got a cold or when they're ill, or if it's a really cold winter and they can't afford to put the heating on much, you know, like my main frame of reference for using a hot water bottle is after I injured my back at football, and I used it to soothe the pain. But I've never slept with a hot water bottle. I can't stand being hot in bed. I can't sleep in heat. It's got to be cold. The bed's got to be cold and crisp when I get in it. And the only heat that comes from it is the little heat generated from my body heat. So, no. Hot water bottle in bed? No.
Is exactly the accessory I just described, and its purpose is to keep you warm while you sleep. It can be a problem if you accidentally burst it, because then your parents think you have another problem and you have to go see a doctor. Now, with the advent of electric blankets, hot water bottles have seen a decline.
Mind you, as a kid, when I used to live with my dad's as a kid, and I mean a kid, like, from, like, age 9, I had a electric blanket on my bed there, and it was the most amazing thing. I used to put it on while I got my nighttime bath. Put it on while I was in the bath, and then I'd get into my bed, and it'd be nice and toasty, and it was nice. It's weird how you change, how your preferences change as you age. Because now I don't think I could stand that now, but as a kid, I loved it.
In popularity. This is particularly true in the United States, but I have it on good authority that people still occasionally use them in Britain. But part of me believes that most of them just use it to refill their tea without leaving the bed.
Oh, the hot
water. As always,
right.
When it comes to comparing British and American things, inevitably it always comes back to size. And you might not be too surprised to learn that American beds, on the whole, are longer, wider, or sometimes both, than British beds.
Right.
So let's take a look at how that plays out. Or lays out. That's a bed pun. Sorry, let's just take a look. So the smallest bed size in the United States is the twin bed. This measures in at roughly 39 by 75 inches. And its nearest equivalent in Britain is a...
Right, that's what we call a double bed. So mostly the size, double the size of a single bed. So as a kid, I had single beds in my bedroom at my grandparents' house and my dad's house. And my mum's house, I think. Oh no, I think at my mum's house I had a double bed. But now I'm an adult, so I have a double bed. But yeah, I've known people that have had king-size beds. My granddad sleeps on a single bed. My mum sleeps on a double bed. My dad sleeps on a double bed. My grandma has a double bed. I have a double bed. It depends on your preference. But yeah, most kids in the UK will have a single bed or a double single bunk bed if they've got a sibling or they have a lot of sleepovers. I used to have sleepovers on my single bed. Yeah, it was a bit of a squeeze.
Single bed, which is just as long as an American twin, but 4 inches less wide. After that, America has a twin XL, which is coupled with Britain's small double. Try saying that after 4 whiskies. And then America has what is known as the full-size mattress. This is 54 inches by 75. This is almost identical to the double-size mattress in Britain. From here on out, things become like a game of chess, as both countries sort of introduce a royal family of mattress sizes. In the US, some people sleep on the
Queen and King.
Not the Queen, that would be breaking news. On a queen-sized mattress, which is about 60 inches by 80. This is virtually identical to Britain's king-size mattress. But neither country ousts their bedroom monarchy there. What's better than a queen? A super queen. In the US, this measures in at 66 inches by 80. Funnily enough, the nearest equivalent in Britain is called, can you guess what it's called? Can you? It's called a Super King, and it's 72 inches by 80.
Super King's also used to refer to a particular size and brand of cigarettes in the UK. So there's a natural brand of cigarettes called Super Kings that are Super King sized, and also some cigarette brands offer a size of their a variant of size of their cigarettes called Super Kings.
And so Britain wins, except it doesn't, because America also has a king-size bed that measures 76 by 80. And at this point, Britain's mattresses abdicated the throne, while America's just kept going with the California King at 72 inches by 84.
That's a Rihanna song. So we've all heard that. But yeah.
And that's just showing off. So perhaps this additional size is why Americans are more likely to use one of these. However massive the mattress, it's more common in the US than the UK for it to sit on top of what is known as a box spring. And while I definitely couldn't claim to be a bed connoisseur, I hadn't heard of the phrase box spring until I moved to America. And there's a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, we don't call it that. Apparently, we call it either a sprung bed base or a divan. I've never used those terms either, and that's because this particular contraption is much less common in Britain. And so what is this contraption? Well, a box spring is a base that sits under your mattress that sort of incorporates a spring system like you might find in your mattress. And the idea is with that additional bounce, I won't keep doing that, the springs in the mattress have a greater shelf life. In Britain, our mattresses tend to sit on harder surfaces, meaning that the springs in your mattress wear down more quickly depending on how much you put them under duress. Mine were mostly fine. But so much for what goes under the mattress. Let's take a look at what goes on top.
Bedding.
One of the most common bedroom differences I get asked about is, why do Americans sleep with that extra sheet between the quilt and you? And this is what's known as a top sheet. And while I have
My grandma has one of them. Again, not that uncommon. My grandma has a sheet in her. She has mattress. The sheet covers the mattress. The sheet covering the mattress, and then a top sheet, and then the duvet. Not that uncommon.
I have read that top sheets have become less popular among younger Americans. They are nonetheless still in wide use, but what purpose do they serve? Well, aside from adding an additional layer of warmth for Americans that don't know the joys of a hot water bottle, a top sheet is often used for hygienic reasons. The theory being that your body, and therefore body odour and sweat and dirt, doesn't come into contact with the comforter/quilt. And I can get behind this idea because it means you can wash the comforter less often. Who needs bulky laundry? Now, because Americans are more likely to...
I've never asked my grandma why she uses the sheet then. That I don't know if that, I mean, would she say that's the reason why she uses one? I don't think so. But why would she say it's because to keep her warm? The heating's never off in their house. Even in summer, some nights, I remember, my granddad would sneak it on once she was in bed. You know, because he doesn't sleep. Because he's deaf, so... Well, he's not completely deaf, he's got hearing problems. But yeah, so maybe that's why she uses it, to keep a duvet cleaner. Because she is a bit, she loves clean house, clean everything, my grandma. She's a very, what's the word, respectable and well-presented lady.
To use this approach than British people. They're also more likely to not use a duvet cover because what's the point? In Britain, this is largely...
Wait, what?
Now, because Americans are more likely to use this approach than British people, they're also more likely to not use a duvet cover because what's the point?
What?
In Britain, this is largely...
No, you have to put your duvet in a cover. Also, some Americans just buy a duvet and then just throw it on and that's it.
How we get around the hygiene problem, if indeed we choose to. Now, if Reddit is anything to go by, then this is the source of a heated debate. So let me know in the comments below, top sheet or no top sheet. As for me and my American wife, we compromised on both a top sheet and a quilt cover for some reason. That's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below how you keep your bedroom. Just keep it general. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that my videos don't get lost in the pond.
Yeah, right. Right, the top sheet thing, I'd go no top sheet now. Because I don't like being warm in bed. See how long this video, right. I don't like being hot when I'm in bed. I like to be cool, and yeah. So I think I'd do without. Yeah, I think that'd be my preference. No sheet. But yeah, that was a little bit different to what I was expecting. I thought it was going to go on about... I thought it was going to talk about maybe like the different names for stuff. So like nights in America, you call the thing next to your bed that you put your clock and your lamp on and your phone and whatever, your nightstand. And in the UK, we'd call that a bedside table. And, you know, we call a wardrobe, you call it a closet. I thought it was going to be stuff like that. But no, it was mostly about the bed. There was one about walk-in closet in America, wardrobe here, but everything else was to do with the bed. So it wasn't really that much about bedrooms, more the bed. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So yes, so you've got more choice of bed sizes. You don't use hot water bottles because you're more likely to use electric blankets. But again, here in the UK, hot electric blankets are quite common, quite popular. I could be wrong about this, but maybe in like the 80s or something, there might have been a fault with a particular brand of electric blankets. Or because some people that weren't too smart would also take their hot water bottle into bed with them whilst their electric blanket was on, and if it burst, well, obviously water and electricity don't mix, might have put some people off. What resulted of that happened to the person in that bed. But no, electric blankets are quite popular here. The box spring thing was interesting to me. That's actually quite a good idea. Yeah, I suppose it takes the stress off the springs in the mattress. Because in the UK, the guidelines in the UK is that you should change your mattress every, it's 10 to 15 years. That's like the average. They don't say an exact time for every person. They say, depending on your body weight, height, etc., you should change your mattress. You should buy a brand new mattress, basically, every 10 to 15 years. But I bet with that box spring thing, you could get another couple of years out of it with that. So, yeah. And the top sheet thing, yeah, as I say, my grandma, she has a top sheet in her bed. She's the only person in the family I know who does. I didn't, my mum didn't, my dad didn't, I didn't, my granddad doesn't. We all have just the sheet on the mattress that we lay on and a duvet. That's it. But she had a sheet that and then the duvet, yeah. But, okay. Yeah, so that was 5 ways British and American bedrooms are very different. I think the very is what I would call false advertising, because, again, I've just said it in like my conclusion of the video. Most of those things are things that quite a few people in the UK have anyway. I've known at least one person who had a walk-in closet in their house, in their bedroom, you know. My grandma has a sheet. The bed size differences, yep. Electric blankets, no, we have them too. I'll have to take his word for Americans not using hot water bottles. If you're American and you're watching this, comment below. Do you use a hot water bottle, or have you used one before? Or do you have... Here's a question. In America, do you have these things called wheat bags? So it's a bag, like a long, thick but long bag. It's not like wide, it's about that wide, about that long. You put it in the microwave, heat it up, and then you put it on the part of your body that's aching. And because it's this type of wheat, it stinks. It's like an old-fashioned medical at-home remedy thing British people have used, and it soothes the pain. Do you have those in America? So I always remember growing up, my grandma had one, and I think my mum had one. I remember when they used it, the smell is awful. But they swore by them. They used to say, you can't beat a wheat bag for pain. Your back aches, wheat bag. Yeah. But anyway, that was, not what I was expecting. So that was my reaction to 5 ways British and American bedrooms are very different. Hope you enjoyed my reaction and my comments. Comment below if you get hot water bottles in America and wheat bags, if you've heard of those. And comment your configuration. Do you use a sheet in between the mattress sheet and the duvet? Do you have a box spring? A walk-in closet? Electric blanket? And everything else and what size is your bed? This video is going to bring up some interesting comments. YouTube are going to be wondering, what kind of content this guy's making where all of his subscribers and viewers are sharing the secrets from their bedrooms. Don't worry, YouTube. It's not that kind of video. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, at least. And as I said, yeah, I've done some similar content to this over the past couple of weeks, and there will be more coming. So if you're interested in watching British people react and comment on this kind of stuff, then definitely subscribe, because there will be more content like this coming in the future. Like the video, please, as well, and check out the links in the About section of the channel. You'll find my Twitch link, my Patreon link, my Facebook link, TikTok, etc. And I've also got a Rumble channel that I put some stuff that isn't allowed on YouTube, that wasn't supposed to be on Patreon, that was supposed to be on YouTube, or was allowed on YouTube, but then got blocked. But I put it on Rumble for free because people were getting it for free, but then it got blocked. So, yeah. But people that are already subscribed know that. But I'm just saying for people in case they subscribe. But that's me finished. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you're having a great week so far. I appreciate your support. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care and good night.